morning, everyone. It's good to see such a great crowd for the swearing-in ceremony. What we're going to do is we're going to do each of the new elected officials first. We'll do the two new council members. We're in a very unique situation where, today is the 31st, tomorrow's a holiday. Raise your right hand. I, Scott Allen.
I, Scott Allen.
Do solemnly swear or affirm.
Do solemnly swear.
Or affirm.
Or affirm.
To support the Constitution.
To support the Constitution.
Of the United States.
Of the United States.
And of the state of Minnesota.
And of the state of Minnesota.
And faithfully to discharge.
And faithfully to discharge.
The duties devolving upon me.
The duties devolving upon me.
As council member for Ward 3.
As council member for Ward 3.
Of the city of Alexandria, Minnesota.
Of the city of Alexandria, Minnesota.
To the best of my judgment and ability.
To the best of my judgment and ability.
Effective January 2nd, 2021.
Effective January 22nd, 2021.
There we go. Congratulations.
Thank you.
All right. You can go
on that
lead.
line.
All right.
And then you can
I, Andrew Weiner,
I, Andrew Weiner,
do solemnly swear or affirm
do solemnly swear or affirm
to support the Constitution of the United States
to support the Constitution of the United States
and of the state of Minnesota,
and of the state of Minnesota,
and faithfully to discharge
and faithfully to discharge
the duties devolving upon me
the duties devolving upon me
as council member for Ward 5
as council member for Ward 5
of the city of Alexandria, Minnesota,
of the city of Alexandria, Minnesota,
to the best of my judgment and ability,
to the best of my judgment and ability,
effective January 2nd, 2021.
effective January 2nd, 2021.
Congratulations.
Thank you very much.
And then Andrew.
What do you have here?
Oh, so when the president gets inaugurated, he uses the Bible. And I was thinking this morning as I left the house, that's really important to me. And so I brought a Bible to use for my swearing-in ceremony today for the oath of office. And this particular one is my dad's. And he got it at his confirmation in 1936.
And who's this fine gentleman?
This is my husband, Paul. and
this-
this is my granddaughter, Macy.
All righty. So, if we can have you put your left hand there and your right hand raise that and repeat after me. I, Bobbie Osterberg,
I, Bobbie Osterberg,
do solemnly swear or affirm
do solemnly swear or affirm
to support the Constitution of the United States
to support the Constitution of the United States
and of the state of Minnesota,
and of the state of Minnesota,
and faithfully to discharge
and faithfully to discharge
the duties devolving upon me
the duties devolving upon me
as the mayor of City of Alexandria,
as the
Minnesota,
mayor of the city of Alexandria, Minnesota,
to the best of my judgment and ability,
to the best of my judgment and ability,
effective January 2nd, 2021.
effective January 2nd, 2021.
Congratulations.
Thank you.
It is by no accident that we are here on New Year's Eve, 2020. We are in a hurry to get 2020 out the door. Can I have a thank you on that? And we will have a very smooth transition. We have worked very hard on that. And so, as some of the last things that I'm going to do, I want to give Bobbie a couple of gifts. And council members, I know you just don't get as many gifts as you do when you're mayor, but some of these will benefit both of you. The first thing, and I'm going to open this, is a glass flower. And it is glass. It is for your office, Bobbie.
Oh.
It is glass, and it is breakable, and it is smooth. But first of all, it is a single flower because as mayor, you are the leader of the city. But also, that flower looks better whenever it's in a bouquet with other flowers. And those flowers are you, council. Those decisions are always made by the council. It is to set up your office, and it is smooth because the transition will be smooth, and it is breakable so that you always remember that once it breaks, you can't get the trust of your citizens back. And it's very important to keep the trust of your citizens and your staff first and foremost. The second thing I have for you, I will let you open, and you can pass that around for all your council people. It's the Athenian Oath that talks about how you honor the city and you will never disgrace the city by your comments, your conduct, or anything that happens. And we want to try very hard to be the best we can. Our citizens have elected you to carry on and do what is best for the city. And the final words that I have are, whenever in doubt, and I have said this to the council for years and years, whenever in doubt, always do what is best for your city. And so that should be all of your mottos, all of you on the council. I know Dave has heard me say this for like years and years, but always do what's best. And so before I go, it's not about me today, it is about new council looking forward, making a smooth transition, because we have a great city and we're gonna move forward out of that. And 2021 is gonna be a lot brighter and a lot better. And so I would like to officially hand the gavel over to Bobbie and welcome her as mayor of the city of Alexandria.
Thank you.
We also want to focus on some specific training. We want to identify conflict mediation, not only how we do that with our community, but how we do that inter-office. Just human nature, how do we resolve conflict and mediation type situations amongst staff and amongst our community. We also want to take a very important role in communication and what that looks like with one another, because how we communicate in our office will also reflect how we communicate outside of our office. We want to start digging deeper into diversity, equity, and inclusion, what that looks like for our department. Start working through the terms, the definitions, how we show up, and what that looks like in our daily lives and our work lives. We really specifically want to target leadership development. We're onboarded a couple new leadership positions, and we want to make sure that we take advantage of those opportunities and specifically engage those new promotions and also the people that have been in supervisor positions. We don't want to get stale and complacent with our leadership development. Community engagement, we want to take to another level. We've been doing a really good job over the last 20 years in engaging our community, but those are with programs that we have the community come to us. We're going to continue with that. We think they're great opportunities to engage. And the first one is our Citizens Police Academy. It's a 7-week program that we bring 18 community members in, and we bring them behind the scenes, and we get to do some of the fancy fun stuff, from shooting guns, interacting with some situations. We have a night with the judges and prosecutors, really a behind the scenes look at what we do. The other program that we've been doing is Community Night Out, which happens in August every year, except for 2020. It was canceled because of COVID. But we want to continue that program. Where we want to elevate and bring our next steps are engaging the community and listen to where we haven't put ourselves before. Policing is really good at setting up a program and having public come to us, but what we haven't been good at across our country is going into the places in our community that maybe we should be. We should be listening, we should be showing up, and we want to know what those places are. That's a true community policing. We're not going to spin up a whole bunch more programs, and we're not going to call it community policing. You can expect that that's just what you get from the Alexandria Police Department, is a department of men and women that just engage the community, whether they're working on duty, off duty, volunteering, or attending boards, commissions, youth activities, volunteering in leadership positions in our city. When it comes to booster clubs or athletics or coaching, we want to encourage those aspects of what it looks like for police officers to be engaged in our community. That's a really, really brief overview of what we have going here. But overall, we want to engage our community, we want to engage our police department. And part of our mission statement that we're working on revamping, but we want to keep that core component, is service beyond expectations. Our mission through the police department has been for years service beyond expectations, and that's not only what we strive for, but that's our expectation here at the Alexandria Police Department. In conclusion, I'd really like to thank you for this opportunity and look forward to working with all of you in 2021. Excited to share individual stories with each and every one of you on how we can work together on making Alexandria the place we want to be.
Mayor Carlson, you simply amazed me over the last 8 some years. Whether you came down to the fire station and walked the apparatus floor with me, I was thinking about this, or the little 3-minute phone calls like, hey, what do you need, how, just checking in. I was very appreciative of that. And then I got to thinking, you know, fire, police, parks, we all are in our own little bubble, but you had knowledge of everything going on all the time, and you trusted your staff, and your employees or departments. So I was very appreciative of that, and I think you did a wonderful job.
Thank you.
So now I'm going to switch over to Mayor-elect, and I was thinking about this, and I'm going to try and use the analogy as a trapeze, a circus act. So we've been over here with Mayor Carlson swinging over on this trapeze. Here's in between, the change. This is where we're going. We know where we're going. We're getting over here. We're going to let go of Mayor Carlson, and we're going over to you, and you are going to lead the momentum, taking us forward on your trapeze. So it's very exciting. Councilmember Allen and Councilmember Weiner, I'm very excited to watch you blossom and grow. It's a great ride, and I want to thank you for serving your community, all of you. So thanks, and we'll have a good time. Short and sweet. Thanks.
Throughout your term, you led with kindness, with compassion, with empathy, and with an unwavering goal of doing what's best for the city of Alexandria. So thank you again. We appreciate your service. I also want to thank Chief Carroll and Chief Kent for their comments. You can see their passion. You can see that we have a fantastic public safety team with the Alexandria Police Department and the Alexandria Fire Department. They do their jobs with great skill and with great compassion and care for the community, and we certainly appreciate it. With you, it takes a lot to put your name on the ballot and put yourself out there to face the voters. So I can speak for all staff that we can't wait to sit down, learn about the things and ideas that you have for the city, and work with you on implementing them.
Okay, so I wrote the speech and I've been practicing it, but I gotta tell you, this is so cool. It is so awesome to see so many of you here, and those of you that have attended on or are attending on Zoom, thank you. Don't make this the last time you participate in something that belongs to your community. So I just want to start with addressing the council members, stakeholders, family, friends, neighbors. I too speak on behalf of the council and myself when I tell you that we will deeply miss Mayor Carlson's leadership. I personally will miss her physical presence at the meetings and at our opportunities to just get together and share some quick notes. Her patience, oh my gosh, her patience. I do not have her patience. Her wisdom, which I'm sure has been an accumulation of the last 17 years of public service to the city of Alexandria. And her commitment to being one of the people that makes Alexandria the place that other people choose. Other people just choose to be here. Well, today, our community formalized its relationship with a new mayor and new council members. The newly appointed chief of police introduced himself, as well as Fire Chief Jeff. Now, Jeff's got a couple years on the rest of us, but when you consider that the fire department is well past 125 years in existence, he's still kind of a newbie, okay? And there has been so much change in 2020, but so many opportunities to think differently and to embrace new behaviors. And today what I'd like to do is to share my expectation for the next 4 years, because I want you to know that I will intentionally lead in a manner that has been made familiar by many leaders, including Lou Holtz. Do the right thing.
Do the best you can, and always show people you care. You've got to make a sincere attempt to have the right goals to begin with, then go after them with appropriate effort, and remember, you can't really achieve anything great without the help of others. Mayor Carlson in the past initiated what has really become a tradition for the city, and that is her word of the year. And about this time of year, those of us on the council and in the media would be anticipating what her choice might be. I intend to continue that tradition, but I'm going to put a little creative license in with it. Our community word for the year of 2021, are you ready, Al? Is ICE. ICE is a three-letter acronym that stands for integrity, commitment, engagement. ICE is a guiding principle. For me, integrity looks like and includes transparency, trust, accountability, and character. So what do you do when nobody's looking? Do you litter? Do you drive over the speed limit? Do you recycle? Integrity requires telling the story, whether the news is good, bad, interesting, or mundane. And now for commitment. Well, what commitment looks like to me is all of us standing here or being part of the Zoom meeting. We are heirs of commitments that were made by predecessors who made this community what it is today. We're the beneficiaries of decisions made 40, 50, 150 years ago. And the most basic commitment that this governing group can make to our community is the commitment to remain nonpartisan in our decision making on behalf of our community. That's a commitment to hearing both sides of the story, then choosing the best action. Honestly, the recent political divisiveness in our nation makes me proud that locally, the decision-making process considers our community first. In his farewell address from 1796, George Washington, now he was a pretty smart guy, and this is a really long time ago, right? He urged the American people to avoid excessive political party spirit because he believed it was important the American people remain united. I also believe that. Now for engagement. Never forget, Alexandria is our community. It is our award-winning community. And like Lou said, remember, you can't really achieve anything great without the help of others. Engagement by the members of this community will be as different as the individual. And in my book, engagement includes participation in service clubs, being a good neighbor, doing the little things that make a difference, like not littering, and being kind. If you're not sure where to start, I know about 100 people that can help with that, so please step forward and ask. Also, 60 years ago, JFK asked Americans to look beyond yourself, do what is right, and help others. I am going to be so bold as to ask each of you for the exact same thing. My hope and expectation for our community is that we look beyond ourselves and embrace a principle that results in abundant growth in our community's economic diversity, our community legacy, and our health and well-being. In conclusion, I would like to thank you for choosing to be part of this ceremony and celebration. I am very grateful and humbled to have been elected and now sworn in as mayor of the city of Alexandria. I really am looking forward to the next 4 years of working with the council as a team and with all of the city stakeholders. As a community, we will continue to do what we do, and that is move forward, ever forward, in our award-winning fashion. Again, thank you. I look forward to lots more fun in 21, and have a great day. Thank you very much.
Thank you, Bob.